Everyone's brainwashed. Everyone's brainwashed. I don't know if you heard that song "Brainwashed." It's trending on YouTube for the music. It's been trending for a bit, and I highly suggest you check it out. It's really good representation. Or I'm not a fan of the music, but the lyrics are pretty cool. Kind of explains what's going on right now. But I was thinking about how the world's hypnotized, bruh. Like right now, to be not hypnotized, hypnotized. If you're not hypnotized right now, then you're one of the 1% or something. I don't know, like a very small majority of people, a small minority of people, I mean, are not hypnotized by TV, by movies, by music, by social media, especially social media. It's the greatest weapon of all time against human beings is social media. Bruh, I'm on here because I'm fighting for a better social media. That's what I'm really fighting for. I think in a way social media might be dying out. I feel like the social media that we know today is not going to be the same one in 5 to 10 years, okay? It's going to be totally different. However, it's so polarizing, and content that is polarizing, that gets you a quick hit, and it gives you a quick feeling of anger or rage or sadness or happiness. It makes you feel these intense emotions. It's like processed emotions. All right, it's not real, it's manufactured, and it's terrible for you. I'll just be honest with you. This whole social media thing is terrible for you. Unless you are aware of what's going on and you're protecting your mental energy, your physical energy, you're just protecting the content that's getting in here, into your subconscious, into your brain, into your memory. You don't want to be infiltrated by information that is going to make you negative or rageful or pessimistic or sad or depressed. You don't want to let that happen to you because it's a very dangerous, slippery slope, right? And all I want to communicate today is that if you are buying into what you're seeing on social media, if you're buying into all the negativity, all the polarization, you are a victim. You are hypnotized, you're brainwashed, and you need to reevaluate your stance in life and where you're going and everything that you're doing. Because if you are hypnotized by the information, whatever it is, left, right, and I had a friend call me out on this, and this, I don't know if he was calling me out, but he was saying, don't be radicalized. And that made a click in my head. I was going too far in one direction, even though I thought I was going against the grain or whatever. Like, there is also a danger in going against a grain, because you are also going in the opposite direction way too far, and then you get radicalized, and that makes a lot of sense. I don't see myself going down the road of like, okay, like I'm gonna go riot on the street. That's not what I plan on doing at all. I only plan on fighting for my life and for my safety and the protection and the safety of my loved ones. I do not fight for the purpose of fighting. I do not fight because I'm stressed or angered, or it's not out of emotion. It's purely out of survival, okay? If I have to fight for my life, I will. I'm not gonna just sit there and take it. As of now, I don't see that happening. I don't see where I need to just, fight for my life to live. I can live right now, but if I see that something is threatening my well-being, my life, my livelihood, I will fight to protect it, okay? Now, what does it mean by fight? And when you hear fight, you think of, boxing, or like you think of like a physical fight. It doesn't necessarily mean that, okay? The war and the fight isn't necessarily out on the streets. It's in the head, right? It's in the head. It's not getting hypnotized. It's not being manipulated. It's not being manipulated into fear, into depression, into sadness, into anger and fear. All those things keep you low. It keeps you in a low vibrational state. It keeps you in a state where you are unhappy and you're hopeless and you can't fully realize yourself. You can't fulfill your life's purpose. We all have a purpose in this life, and we are meant to fulfill that. For some reason, whatever it is, we live in a society, in a world where most of us cannot fulfill our true purpose, the God-given nature purpose that we have, okay? And I'm not saying that I'm religious. I'm not saying that I'm a Christian. I'm not saying that I believe in Jesus, okay? It's up for debate in my head, but I'm saying that there is definitely a suppression of what we truly can be, our true potential. Because after all, only 10% of our brain is actually used. Imagine if we could use 100% of that. We are being kept away from being able to fully realize who we truly are and what we can truly achieve in this world. And people can get mad at me. People can yell at me. People can say like, "Well, Cliff, you're a conspiracy theorist. You don't know what you're talking about. You're just being weird. You just want to stand out and you want attention." You can say all that, but I know the truth. The truth is that when you are, okay, I'm saying that I know the truth, but I'm not saying that I totally, completely know the truth. I can say that I know that the direction that we're going is not the right direction. That I know for sure. Okay, I see it in the world around me. I can feel it in my gut. I feel it in my intuition that the people around me are showing me signs, red flags, that we're going the wrong direction. Okay, and we need to correct the course. And it is frustrating that the course cannot be corrected because whatever is the powers that be that are making the course very difficult for human beings in our society, in the world, are really just keeping us away from that. And so right now, what you can do, and going back to the conversation of fight, the fight is within you. It is within you to decide that you're not going to go along with what everyone else is doing. You're not going to go along with what society tells you that you should do. You should fight against it by rebelling, by not complying, by not simply agreeing to what you're told, agreeing to what you are told is true, or what is real, or what should be done, or what's the right thing. To think for yourself is the greatest act of rebellion in this world. The greatest act of rebellion is deciding that you're not going to listen to what people are telling you, but to decide that I'm going to think for myself, to not decide to be a part of a tribe, to not be a tribalist, to not fight tooth and nail to protect a philosophy just because it's part of a team. Choose what you believe for yourself. Be a free thinker. Think for yourself, because if you don't think for yourself, someone else will think for you. And that someone else will not necessarily have your safety, your health, your mental health, your spirit in their best interests. They might try to take advantage of you. They might try to hurt you. You have no idea. So the greatest act of rebellion in a state of hypnotization in the society that we live in is to think for yourself, to be free, to be a free thinker, to really, really be independent from what media is telling you, from what TV is telling you, from what social media is telling you, and go forth and be your true self. Thank you. The thank you was kind of lame. I felt like I'm doing a speech. But anyway, that's what I'm trying to express today. Thank you for watching. I'll catch you in the next video.